Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Special Edition. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you would like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside the show while it's live, and a link in the info box below this video. Now, as many of you may be well aware, there has been a debate raging about the Isle of Man. What many of you are not aware is that that debate has been instigated pretty much squarely by Ranty. Now, Ranty essentially asked Anthony for some files that he had taken on his P900 back in October, and then composited that image together to form the image that has been debated about at length on Flat Earth Debates. What Ranty has recently done is actually start to go through some of his own material from his own P900 camera and looking back to see if there are any flat earth proofs on that particular device. And what do you know? Flat earth proofs aplenty on Ranty's SD card. So first I'll give a quick introduction. So how are you doing, Ranty? Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here as well.
Excellent. So I've got your sandy beach up, so start by telling me what you told me about your tripod positioning for this particular observation. I think that's a pretty good place to start.
Well, at the moment, I think the tripod is probably set to about 4 feet. I'm actually at the side of, I'll show you on Google Earth actually. It's St. Anne's Pier. So when I scroll into St. Anne's, you'll see that they have a pier here. It's different obviously to Blackpool, which has 3 north, south, and central. This is south along the coast towards St. Anne's, and it has its own pier. And I did an observation from this location looking north, and then I did an observation from this location looking southwest. And I think it was only the fifth video that I ever did. It's titled DSCN 0005. So it was a very early one, and it was a very crappy tripod that I had. It was only a plastic thing, and I think the total height of it would have gone to about 5 feet, and at its minimum it would have gone to around about 1.5 feet. And you actually see me lowering it to the smallest point in this video. So what I do, I'll play the video. So here I am. So you'll have to excuse the photography because it's not that great, but you've seen that I've lowered the tripod to its lowest point. I'm actually on my hands and knees now, looking through the viewfinder. There's the pier for St. Anne's. I level the camera and I just zoom in and see what I can see. So if I stop, I'll just go back a tiny bit actually. If I stop the camera now, what we have is 1, 2, 3 easily identifiable. What they look like little bonfires. What they're actually are Met masts. If I go to the offshore wind farm, you'll see that there's a Met mast here, which is shaped like so. Met mast here and the Met mast there. There's 3 Met masts in this location. Going back to the video, so we have Met mast 1, 2, and 3, and they are further away than this platform here. And this platform is part of the Douglas complex, and it's actually called the Lennox platform. And this is what the Lennox platform looks like. As you can see, it's very distinguishable. It's just off Southport's coast. And when I show you the GPS on it, which are here, the coordinates, if you look at it on Wikipedia, you've got the GPS coordinates for this platform. And what it does is it takes you to this location on Google Earth, which is here. This exact spot here. So when I do the curvature calcs on this particular, I think it's that one. Let me just, no, not that one. That one. There we go. So let's do the curvature calcs. Well, the properties on that. Measurements 26.6 miles. So it's 26.6 miles to see that platform from St Anne's Beach here next to the pier. And if I play the video, you'll see when I move in that we actually see all of that platform in its entirety. No miraging going on. You see the lights coming on and coming off on the platform itself. All you're looking at it was a warm day. If I remember rightly, it was probably around about 20 degrees or so. Can you see the platform lights coming on and off? No miraging going on. We're seeing all of that platform. The wind farms are in the background behind it, giving an idea of where we are. There's the Met masts. I'll show it you again, zooming in. Those wind farms are 30 miles away. Some of them are further. Some of them are as far as 35 miles away. All of this platform should be hidden by the curve calculator. I'll show you the image again. I go back. Well, actually, I'll do the curve calcs first. So if we did a distance of 26.6, and I don't know, let's say, for argument's sake, I'll put 20 feet in.
Why?
If you think I was at, well, I'm just saying, if you think I was at 20 feet at the side of
no, we just did this.
pier,
we did this before we went live. No,
I know.
No need. So you're at 2 feet, and your position is 6 feet, right?
Yep.
And the low tide is what, -11?
I can go back down to the 12 if you want.
I mean,
I was just being generous to the ball.
But either way, it's
277 feet refracted, 333 feet hidden, 471 feet drop. And if we actually look for this particular Linux platform, let me just try and find it. It's a 177-foot high system. So to the top of the platform itself, where are we on the video? 177 feet. The curvature calcs say that where my cursor is, where the pointer is, should be hidden, and everything beneath that should be beyond the curve of the Earth. You shouldn't see any of this platform, and then obviously all the wind farms in the background should be hidden. These metadata weather sensors shouldn't be there at all. As we zoom in, you got 1, 2, 3. They're 30 miles away. You shouldn't see any of this. All of this should be hidden.
Yeah, on a curved Earth, if we lived on a sphere, there would be a 150-foot plus wall blocking your view, and this stuff is 450 feet below your feet and is absolutely obscured by the curve of the Earth. It isn't. Of course, we can just see it because the Earth's flat, just to make that absolutely clear. We're seeing it because it's there. This isn't a holographic effect. This isn't a mirage. None of it's looming. This stuff is just there. We see it because the Earth's flat. None of it's hidden by Earth curve. None of it's hidden by bulge. And when you're 1.5 feet off the sand, you're not pointing your camera down towards anything, let's be honest.
And here you see I actually dropped this is me dropping the tripod height to the lowest that it would possibly go. You can see the drop there where I actually drop it. And here we go. This should be, if we live on a curve, we should be looking down, and all that we're looking at, every single thing, every object that we can identify in this video should be beyond the curve of the Earth if we lived on a ball.
Which, of course, we don't. So can you just bring up the curve calcs one last time so we know this platform's height, just so you can show it physically on the curve calcs. There we go. So the actual
height. The Douglas complex is a 54-meter, 177-foot high system. And when we go to the Metabunks curve calculator, we do the 26.6 miles. It should be 277 feet with a bit of refraction. Without refraction, it's all the threes, 333. So pretty much twice the height of the platform.
Just keep them up a sec. Sorry, Ranty. Just keep them up.
Yeah, sure.
Just one more sec. I was a bit over the top with my bulge figure. So yeah, 117-foot hill in the way of this. So you can't see through hills, you can't see through walls, but there's a 117-foot wall blocking your view of this platform. So that's not there if you believe you're on a sphere. You've got to explain to me how it's being loomed up from beyond that curve, because it is 471 feet below Ranty's feet, according to Earth curve maths. So yeah, once you introduce your slightly looming non-standard refraction hyena maths, you know, that's what you've got to do, because you also fail with standard refraction. The thing's not even 200 feet high, and even if you apply your refraction maths, it should be still well and truly gone, 277 feet hidden once refracted up. So it's still well and truly gone, even though you've got maths that you can apply to it in this calculation. So it's back to slightly looming non-standard refraction hyena coming to save the fact that the model's broken and the band-aid is also broken. Well done, Ranty. Absolutely awesome. I'm up for keeping this short and sweet, as it's a quick proof video, so unless there's anything you want to add, I'll round out.
Well, just one last thing.
Cool.
If anyone wants to argue this, that's fine. We can argue it, because I also have a video going to the north, looking at all these wind farms here from the same location, showing all of the wind farm too.
I would like to add one more thing, actually, Ranty, which you might back me up on. So, can you just tell me what number video this was that you took on your P900?
It was 0005, the 5th video that I ever did using this camera. So way back in April of last year.
Yeah,
very cool. 0004, the one before this, the 4th video I ever took, shows wind farms at 30 plus miles away entirety.
Yeah, it's kind of a conversation that we had just before we went live, which is to say that not only did you go back and start looking through this stuff, you had the bit between your teeth when you'd gone out and got a P900, and you know you were really keen to go out and capture stuff. So you're firing off image after image after image on your camera, trying to capture more and more interesting stuff, and you don't really know what you've got until you go back and sort of settle down and start to assess it. But my main point is, you know, for anybody watching, you can go out and do this stuff. It's dead simple. You know, yes, it's a relatively expensive camera, sort of £500 camera, $600 or $700 maybe camera, but ultimately speaking, that's not ludicrously expensive to absolutely obliterate 500 years of deception, which is essentially what Ranty's just done on this short, maybe 10 or 15 minute broadcast. Absolutely cool. So we'll roll the video just one last time, if that's good by you, Ranty, and then we'll sign out, if that's okay.
That's fine by me.
Very, very cool. And with that, I will say first and foremost, a huge, massive, enormous thank you to Ranty for presenting us with his 5th ever video made on his P900 camera. So thank you very much, Ranty. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure as well.
And also a massive, enormous thank you to all of the live audience for tuning in and hopefully sharing this show. If you've not done so already, be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I will see you all in the next video.